I saw her dad, right? I'm like, she looked just like that nigga. So now I don't know how I feel no more. You feel me? Because before I seen her dad, I'm like, she's so beautiful. When I got tapped in with her dad, started talking to bro, started listening to his music, watching his videos, his interviews and stuff. You know, he a rapper, so it's like, you look a lot like that nigga, bro. A lot like that nigga. And I don't know if that do anything to our relationship, or I don't know how I feel, because we finna have kids, and it's like, is they gonna look like me or your dad? You feel me? Like, I love her though. I'm confused. Robbie.
Well, we're back with him?
Steve, you think you can be my next client in a fight?
That's what we need more of, bro.
What do you think you gonna say when you see your picture? You think you gonna say, yeah, I can beat on? Nah, he might beat my ass.
Ain't no nigga gonna say that. So nah. Dark skin, head backwards. He dangerous. Hell, it was not over, but nah, I know me. I'm gonna get his ass. I'm gonna get it.
What do you think my next client gonna say? He gonna beat your ass? What do you think?
He needs to see me in person. He gonna I wish I could see his ass. He might say no though. I'm a little big. He might say no. If he's small, he's saying no. 100%.
Easy.
The worst way. He looks punchable.
Hey, you sound. I mean, hell yeah. Hey, nigga, you got it, bro.
It's like I can do it more.
Little nigga got heart, man.
What do you think that my next client is gonna say? You think he gonna be like, yeah, I can beat his ass or not?
No. He'll probably be scared. I'm a pretty intimidating guy. So.
I'm 23, I got a job now. I'm not fighting nobody no more.
Man, you a bitch.
I just gotta shoot,
Shoot! Oh, wait, do you have endurance?
A run to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to run it. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. The Sooners will call on their punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. First down for this offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading, bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players, and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
Find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Bullshit, bro. Be available all time, bro.
He's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Yeah, he run out of man coverage.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. To the ground to try to move the chains.
In college?
3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Oh. Say what? What?
Sometimes you just run powerful, you get the first down, and that's all.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And this game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different cast of characters. But one thing they always have, offensive success.
And the Sooners headed quickly to the line.
Nah, I didn't know how fun this shit.
The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Getting set for the point after. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I'll tell you what, most of the time, Reese, will find that hole and slither through a little crack.
Ooh, type shit.
That was wide open.
From inside his spot. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
Oh. Oh, I fucked up.
We ain't gonna go over that.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quarterback keeper. He's out past the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
And this defense knew coming into the game with this quarterback's speed, David, they were going to have to be ready for him to tuck the ball and take off run.
But it doesn't matter. You know it, but he's so fast. You don't know about the angles, and you can't tell how fast till you get in the game. And he just takes off and makes big plays with his feet.
On the run, it's Jackson. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Down to start the drive after the break. They'll try the run. Keeps the legs moving. Really nice, patient job to find some running room by this junior.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You've got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get there. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside there. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate.
And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds like they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
It's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. They stripped it out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive. But the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that phone.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass that could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that.
They want to run this quarterback. And he has a solid game before the defense bobbles him up.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it. The first play.
And he's going to be just short of the 1st down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
That's 5 niggas.
They're not into 3s. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. Touchdown time! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the land.
After starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
You got the best mouth.
He'll call for the fair catch here.
Oh, that nigga get nothing?
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Still on his feet at the 45. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with the first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
To the ground with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Puts it in, it's complete. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
You didn't know that like that, but that's bullshit. You didn't know that?
The Sooners will snap it on
that
first
nigga about to
and 10.
graduate from the academy.
Quarterback
Like
checking
day,
off.
I think.
Going up top
And
on
it's good.
first
He is
down.
Stockton.
Get him
That
some
nigga
heat.
is like Fresno or something.
I'm running
Like
out,
that.
and he goes down at 34.
Yeah, he can't go
Well,
to
he's one of
Stockton
the best in the country, and after not
Yeah,
getting
hell
any
no.
sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press, he was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
He gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. Throwing incompletions this early.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
I really want to punch that little nigga
They're
up.
trying to get to it. Takes a hit as he fires.
Because y'all not going to do it. Me, I'll fuck Jordan up.
Couldn't deliver
That's
the
what I'm saying.
football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
What a disappointment. No good. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down 10, feeling good about
Nigga, I'm a
things,
tweak.
still a 13-point lead. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
His daddy not
It's Jackson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
That's how I knew.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who
just
doesn't
act like
flinch.
this.
You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. That's toughness by that young man.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Picked off. Takes it the other way. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
QB never saw the defender. He stared his receiver down, telegraphing his throw.
I ain't gonna lie, you probably wasn't. I was laughing at T. Will.
Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half.
I was not taking T. Will shit serious.
He's gonna pass. Grab near the marker. It's Carroll. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the
Every
half.
nigga sim that nigga game, he turned to 40 right after he left.
Just like that. Those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football.
That nigga you said, doing that nigga how he do niggas.
On a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a
I
line.
ain't gonna lie, bro. That shit
Great
is
catch.
bro,
First
bro.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Lost to throw on first down.
That was the best bet right there.
What?
And the ball is picked off. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start with his quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Gonna let it fly. He's got it down the left. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Alabama!
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you don't think you can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Runs through the tackle. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. Bring up the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Looks as if he's going to run it. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect their quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. The DBs will back off a bit. Flushed out of the pocket. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. It is third and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. On target to the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. They put on the heat and they blocked it. And they got it.
Man, I don't know, bro. Oh, that nigga called me 30 minutes ago. I didn't even see that shit.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
Ah. Yo. Trying to run it, nigga?
I ain't gonna have time.
Oh my God.
I'm about to play Jay Bell and shit. That's probably gonna be it. Oh shit, I was calling you to start before his ass. But
I ain't even see that shit, bro.
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I had 3 chaos and shit. I want to play one. 9-12, you or him. It's the one I haven't played. That's it.
Man, Veer, this nigga about to leave, bro.
You about to leave?
He gotta go to work. I'm talking about you, Malo. Yeah, he gotta go to his other job. Nah, he's Jamaican, man. Same thing. He said you gotta be a Mexican, Malo. He said that nigga gotta be Mexican.
You don't know nothing about Jamaicans, then.
He said he's seeing it.
Hell no, he ain't seen that damn thing.
He said get that money, nigga. He said fuck the Cowboys. I always get my ass kicked by Angry Rod. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Bama team, man.
Oh, that team.
Yeah. Nigga just getting all kind of bullshit. I don't even care.
Oh, he gonna pop his.
Bro, he better not say a motherfucking word, bro.
No, he is.
Nigga sucks. Alright, let me know, nigga. Alright. Refuse. Will not do it. Shit, don't matter. I'm in that bitch, ain't it? Oh, you talking about, okay. Shit. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm with that. For sure.
action. Pocket starts to collapse. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. And it's caught. Touchdown Sooner.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Here comes that Alabama offense. For jet sweep pass.
This nigga got every jet sweep in America. Trash ass niggas, man.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and we're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
From the gun, running back on the move. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go right back to the run. Got some room in under the goal line. Touchdown, Bama! And the stomping has commenced.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown tie.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brewer. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake.
Interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this.
And if you're watching this and you play strictly basketball and you are under 6'3", I am encouraging you to go out and try out for your high school football team. Because 9 times out of 10, you are wasting your time playing strictly basketball. And I guarantee you that your high school football coach will welcome you with open arms to play the game of football. I know you're going to talk about the physicality. I know you're going to talk about the chances of getting hurt. But I guarantee you, if you have a little slither of athleticism. These college coaches are going to come knocking your door down, and they're also going to give you time to develop playing the game of football. When it comes to basketball, when you watch this on TV, NBA, college basketball, it's becoming harder and harder to get a Division I scholarship playing the game of basketball. And it's almost impossible to make it to the NBA. But when it comes to football, they're giving out scholarships left and right. You know why? Because there's always room for a guy with your size, you watching this, to come on the football field and make plays. Not to mention that it costs less